Hello, everybody. We are here for a really fun casters battle during this extended round.
It's going to be great.
We're doing this pretty quickly. We do have the round ending, I think...
It's at 1:45,
1:45, so we have 15 minutes-ish to squeeze in a quick battle. This is going to be really interesting, though, because it's Justin Carris and Brendan Lewis. So Justin's going to be using that that team from Dallas that Aaron and Wolf both had such great success with, while Brendan is using a team with Ludicolo, Duraludon, Pelipper, Seismitoad, Darmanitan, and Rotom Heat. And then Brendan...
You've got Justin. You've got Justin on the other side, like you said, with that team of Whimsicott, Charizard, Conkeldurr, Jellicent, Togekiss, and Duraludon. And my question now is, they're great casters and they're great battlers, but how well do they fare against each other? Dun dun dun. I mean,
Brendan has such a rain-driven team, though. Take a look at that.
Yeah, Brendan loves us. I'm actually surprised that he. So my sad thing for Brendan is he didn't get a Bomb Snow to work. That is his favorite Pokemon. But like you said, a super rain-driven team, right? Like Pelipper. I know we also know Tommy was very happy about seeing that Pokemon in game. I remember the day that trailer was revealed. I will say, wait, is that your Switch or is that
no?
That
is Justin's actual in-game trainer card. So
Justin wins the trainer card battle. Sorry. I don't make the rules. Yeah, that is definitely a win for Justin on that side.
Justin is leading that Whimsicott Charizard. So we know that Whimsicott from Dallas had Charm on it, which is something you don't see a lot of Whimsicott running, while Brendan is leading the Ludicolo and Seismitoad. So again, like Brendan really leading into this water typing, knowing that this Charizard, if it goes, you know, for that G-Max Wildfire or something like that, is able to put out a massive amount of damage, but if he can, you know, mitigate it or limit it on his side, he's going to be in much better shape.
Yeah, Justin is ready to bring in the heat, and Brendan's ready to wash him away. So, guys, my weather puns are going to be on point, and I hope, Brendan, when you rewatch this, you hate me for every second of this. But very interesting because, like, we also have the Tailwind setup possible from Whimsicott, but like you said, G-Max Wildfire is going to be a really important thing. Although, actually, I don't think he can technically use it.
Yeah.
Because is it legal?
G-Max Wildfire is legal.
Oh, right.
I know that that Charizard is Blaze, so you can have Gigantamax Charizard with the ability Blaze, but you cannot have Gigantamax Charizard with the ability Solar
so that's
Power.
why G-Max Wildfire won't be. Oh yeah, so
it's still legal. Yeah.
But hey, we've got that Ludicolo and Pelipper in now, so.
Yeah, it is raining now for Brendan, while Justin is going to Dynamax what I believe should be that Charizard. If I am right, it's a shiny Charizard, so it is still that big black giant fire dragon, you know, horrifying to look at. What a great design, though, for a Pokemon. But knowing that this rain is up, whatever it uses for its first attack, if it doesn't go for maybe an Airstream, if it goes for the Wildfire, the Ludicolo going for the Fake Out here onto the Whimsicott. But yeah, if it uses that Wildfire, it's not going to do as much damage. Max Overgrowth here, though, into what I assume is the Pelipper slot, and that is going to do a lot of damage. They're bringing it down into the red, so and setting up the grass for himself. You know, he'll be able to heal his Whimsicott up back a little bit, but geez, I mean, very well playing for him, knowing that he has the options like maybe a Max Airstream to boost his speed or that Max Growth, something that isn't going to worry too much about the rain.
Yeah, that was really smart, I think, from Brendan, because he switched out that. He was able to make sure that, like, hey, Pelipper is able to be set up, and he stops the Whimsicott from setting up Tailwind, so at least his Ludicolo has the speed advantage for right now, right? You've got that Swift ability and able to get double that speed, and he had switched out that Seismitoad for that Pelipper to be able to get that, and so now he's going to be able to at least deal a lot of damage with that Ludicolo that he's now choosing to Dynamax. And if you're Justin, you got to really think, how do I stop this weather and like this Ludicolo from just like raining down with like Max Geysers left and right?
Can you imagine the horror, though, if you saw this this Dynamax Ludicolo stomping as heavy as it does? I don't know, that haunts me. Whimsicott going for the Tailwind here, going to be boosting the speed for Justin's side. Charizard going for the Max Airspeed. That is going to activate the berry on Brendan's Ludicolo. Still going to be boosting the speed on Justin's side, though. How much damage is that going to do? Not even half. That berry huge there for Brendan. I mean, I haven't even seen a flying type berry in goodness a long time.
In a very long. Yeah. I can't even tell you what it's. Oh, it's Cova Berry.
Cova. There we go.
Yeah. So. I was gonna say,
these casters really making us dig deep into our knowledge.
Into our berry knowledge about
that Max Geysers enough to knock out that Charizard, though, with this rain boost. So that puts Brendan pretty much at a good advantage. You know, Justin not having his big Gigantamax Pokemon left to do, you know, massive amounts of damage. Pelipper also going for the Tailwind, so now they are going to be fast on Brendan's side as well. Not worrying about the Tailwind that Whimsicott put up, but still having to deal with that Whimsicott being faster with that Max Airstream.
Yeah, well, the nice thing here is, right, you've got Pelipper setting up the Tailwind to match Whimsicott's, but Charizard going down means that like Whimsicott is Prankster, and that's the benefit it has to it. So that means no matter what happens, Ludicolo is going to be the fastest thing on the field. You've got the Tailwind set up for it. You've got the Swift Swim happening. Sure, you have the Conkeldurr coming in. Actually, that's really smart what Justin did, because he sets up max overgrowth and sets up grassy terrain, and now you have a Conkeldurr, you get the Flame Orb, and you don't have to really worry as much about that burn damage. But Brendan also has an extremely fast Pokemon that can just kind of, you can ignore Whimsicott in some senses, because now you're just looking at the damage dealers on there, right? Like Whimsicott is scary in some ways if you can like at least get an attack off, but the more important thing here is that Conkeldurr is just going to be like, well, I can burn myself and heal, so what are you going to do about it?
Whimsicott getting that Moonblast off into the Pelipper. That Pelipper not going to be able to hit a 100% accurate Hurricane or something like that into the Conkeldurr, doing super effective damage, while the Max Geyser here comes out from Ludicolo into the Conkeldurr, and that brings it down to 13 HP, so a critical hit on that as well. That is a ton of damage. The close combat here going into the Ludicolo, not bringing it down to a quarter of its HP, but very close, lowering the defense and special defense of that Conkeldurr. So that is that was a very smart play by Justin, knowing if he got that got the Pelipper out of the game, he wouldn't have to worry about something like, you know, 100% accurate Hurricane or Flying type move into his Conkeldurr or his Whimsicott, and Seismitoad coming out here for Brendan.
These are two Swift Swimmers that you have on the field under Tailwind as well, and like it probably doesn't matter as much for that Seismitoad, right, because you had the Seismitoad come in and it is only under Tailwind, but this Ludicolo is still really fast, and like even with Whimsicott set up, like yeah, you can take that Mach Punch, but you've got two fast boys. Like Moonblast is gonna.
Moonblast does take the KO there, and that is enough, obviously, to knock that Ludicolo out. But that is a double target, so that Seismitoad is going to be able to get.
I hope it's
something off here. I really would love to.
Oh,
a muddy water, yeah. Oh, the avoid right there from Conkeldurr. However, that is still going to do some damage into Whimsicott. If we can get something like an accuracy drop here, that is actually going to be really useful. But we'll have to see. It does not. That is Life Orb. That is interesting. Brendan really putting a lot of interesting items on his team that I wouldn't have assumed at first glance, for sure.
Brendan looked at these Pokemon and we're like, I'm going to do Rain, and I'm going to add Darmanitan, and I'm going to add some other things here. I enjoy watching their faces as they do this match, because it's like, there's like small little laughs happening, right? But last Pokemon Duraludon, at least like, this Whimsicott is putting in work. It's been here since turn 1. It's like, hey, I'll set up Tailwind and I'm just going to attack now. Like even losing even losing that Charizard for Justin hasn't really stopped him from being able to just deal consistent damage into Brendan's side. Like Ludicolo has been doing really well for him, right? Like again, the Swift Swim and the Tailwind makes him really fast, but Justin has access to things like Mach Punch and Tailwind and Moonblast.
That Mach Punch does a pretty decent chunk of damage into that Duraludon, while Moonblast as well coming in, bringing it all the way down to a quarter of its HP. Muddy Water here hitting both of its targets, which is great for Brendan, not having to worry about the miss, and that is going to almost knock out Whimsicott, but bring Conkeldurr down and fainting there. And we do get the accuracy drop on Whimsicott, so that could really play in Brendan's favor, or it could just be some, you know, some luck that Justin gets. Duraludon going for the Flash Cannon here. Actually, it's not even going to matter. Yeah. Whimsicott is now also fainted on Justin's side, so a critical hit doesn't matter, of course. Justin going to be bringing in his last Pokemon, which we haven't seen yet, so I am curious to see. The rain does stop, so now Seismitoad's going to be moving a lot slower.
I was going to say, if it was that Jellicent and we still had rain, that would have just been, that would have been a wild time to have here. But I think it's just kind of cheeky that that Whimsicott gets the accuracy drop on the same turn that we all saw that it was going to, you know, get knocked out. But rain stopping and Tailwind ending for everyone is just kind of like, oh, okay, and now it's just a battle of Duraludon and Seismitoad, and like you said, that Seismitoad's gonna be really slow. So I think Justin still in a little tough spot, right? He's down a Mon here, but
man, he is faster. Getting that Draco Meteor into the Seismitoad. Let's see how much this does.
Is it a crit?
That is a knockout. That is they are both.
He did not expect that. That was not. I don't think Carris expected that at all, because he just looked really surprised by that.
What if we see the opposing Draco? Oh, Dragon Pulse here. I'm curious. Is this going to be enough? Is this going to be game?
I don't think that's going to be. Oh, is it? Oh,
that's that is massive. And that is going to be game 1 in Brendan's favor. Brendan getting all the luck he needed during that last match.
Brendan is never allowed to claim about anything. All those critical hits. Look at, I'm so sorry, Justin. Justin is glaring at us from the
Thank God there's no CP on the line. I think Justin might come over here fuming if there was.
I don't know if you guys were paying attention to those player cams, but that was like exciting to watch in the corner. And we were all just, yeah.
We are going to have to only do this one game, guys. I hope you enjoyed that really, really exciting game with both of our casters. We sure had a blast casting it. Thank you for sticking with us through this extended round. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with your round 5.